Round 3, 1-1. Deck so far has not really impressed. So I gotta have these two big things in my hand. I have only an island, but I have 2 cantrips, so it's tempting, right? Like, I feel like I can definitely get there as far as, like, make my land drops and stuff, but what am I doing with these 2 idiots in my hand? So, I'm just gonna mulligan. I feel like a 6 is gonna be better, and sure enough, this 6 is excellent. So, I'm actually just gonna bottom the Thoughtseize. I have a discard spell already. My opponent has a Tar Pit. Ooh. I am already incredibly jealous. So, white-black into island, potentially. What are you working with? Push and Snappy. Mutavaults, too. What is this? It is an odd-looking delta, friend. My opponent's cards are all foil except for the Mutavaults. So if I take push, they play land go, I play Jace, they go snap push. So that seems worse than just taking Snapcaster. And now we're at the spot where do I try and like play Jace, get them to push it, and then go from there, or should I try and find a discard spell? I think I should try and find a discard spell. Or at least like a land for my pieces. So no discard spell, but we find a Lingering Souls, which is kind of like the next best thing. Something to invalidate the removal, which is good. And the second Jace is just a little too slow, I think. So I'm not about to mess around with that. So, opponent has a bunch of creature lands. I'm a little concerned with my life total. I think that there are going to be turns where I might want double blue, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Remand my Lingering Souls. What a jerk. What a jerk. Bitterblossom. Bitterblossom is a good card. Okay. Okay, so they have Cryptic and Mutavault and Push. And a card. So let's find out what that card is. Let's play Jace. Liliana. Man. It's actually not the worst. Like, if they get me to discard my Obsidian, cool. So they currently have a Cryptic. So we could pieces right now, and then the jig is kind of up. And my opponent has a very impressive board position, so I think I just have to Souls. They fire up Tar Pit, we can cut it. If they tick up Liliana, I'm not sure if I want to discard the Obsidian or not. I don't think they can really fire up Tar Pit instead of just sitting on Cryptic. So yeah, maybe I just have to discard Obsidian anyway. Yeah, so last card's Cryptic Command. And just let that hit, okay. So is there any benefit to me trading right now? And by trade, I mean attacking Liliana, at which point I think they will trade. I don't think I want to cut a token because they're incentivized to use their Cryptic as soon as possible if they want to keep ticking up Liliana. So what I'm probably going to do is not play a land. I'm going to save the land to discard to Lily. Maybe cut a token end of turn. And then try to start attacking down that Liliana. And if they like Cryptic the cut, then we can untap in pieces. Which is kind of awkward, because ideally we would have 5 mana and then just be able to Goryos this immediately if we hit. But I think we have to hold this. Maybe they fire up Mutavault, since they have excess mana. And then if I cut the Mutavault, I don't think that they Cryptic it, but if I cut a token, I think that's a juicy enough target. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just like, whatever. Like, they should probably not use the Cryptic because, you know, their board position is great and it's only getting better. Yep. So we're going to attack first, then push a token. If we pushed first, they could just let it resolve and tap my creatures, which I don't really want. So at least this way, it's like, well, if you don't Cryptic now, then your Liliana's going to die, and how big of a deal is that to you? So I'm asking some pretty hard-hitting questions. And then my opponent's just got to be concerned with, you know, what am I going to do with my follow-up? And in this case, it is cast Pieces of the Puzzle. So I think they could actually just let their Liliana die and hit me back with creature lands and stuff, but... Set Adrift Serum Visions or Thought Scour Serum. It's definitely Serum Visions. While making them skip a draw step would be nice, I think I need to do the maximum amount to find a Goryo's Vengeance, but Thought Scour basically just cycles, so it just, you know, it gives me an extra card, which is useful, but yeah, I think I need Thought Scour because I can't really just like put a thing on top and hope that that kind of screws them enough, because I'm just like dead to creature lands anyway. So yeah, like they Tar Pit and Mutavault me, I go to 3 and then I'm dead to Tar Pit next turn. Oh, also Liliana, yeah. So maybe the second card I take doesn't even really matter because I'm just going to end up discarding it. Oh, they played another Bitterblossom? Why wouldn't they just put me to lethal? That's weird. Goryos, please. Lingering Souls? It's not bad. It's not great either. So the cheap threats plus disruption and counterspells, probably the nightmare matchup. Well, I guess Tron is the nightmare matchup, but yeah, we played 3 bad matchups in this league. That's pretty brutal. Tar Pitting and dead. Could crack my fetch land. Well, no, I can't because I'm at 1 actually. Oh, they attack with the fairy. I could have blocked that and cracked my fetch land, but since I put a bunch of cards on the bottom, it's actually negative. It does not actually thin my deck. It like shuffles more cards that I don't want into my deck. So definitely want the Purges and the Dispel. Didn't seem like my opponent had like Scion of Una and like all the nonsense that I would really want to kill. Guess I like pushing creature lands is reasonable. I guess I could fragmentize a Bitterblossom, but this is like so dead against everything else. I feel like I should have one push probably. But go for the Throat and Cut are better. Purge can also tag Tar Pit. So, I don't know. Maybe Set Adrift. Set Adrift is kind of silly. I don't think this matchup has any permanents that I necessarily have to get rid of. Well, Serum Visions, no Black Source, Thoughtseize. Lingering Souls is my best card. But I'm probably not going to be able to stick this Jace. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to keep this. Oh, come on. What is this? This is nonsense. So Tasigur is dead. Jace is just a looter. Souls makes 2/1/1s. I basically need to like ramp up to 5 and protect my Obsidots. Seems difficult. Seems difficult. So we're going to top these two and play Jace on 2. And not shuffle away the discard spell, because I think I'm going to need it to try and force through this. So I think... God, and Ancestral on 1. Things are not getting any easier. I think this deck might want a Cavernous Souls. You're going to Leyline Ancestral Bitterblossom me? That's sick. That's so good. Man. Look at you go. Tasigur's a pretty easy ship. It's going to make 2/1/1s. Yeah. So Set Adrift does take care of Leyline, but it's not like 6 mana Set Adrift is really going to do it, so. Last Hope, wow. That's really good. So they have Cryptic Tar Pit. I guess I loot now. I should have not done that because I could have drawn like Dark Slick Shores and that would have been pretty bad. We are all in here. All in on Obsy Wobsy. And I'm going to be honest, it's not looking great. Down to 5. Back up to 7. Jace VP on D. Exile Obsidot. The Ancestral. Probably kill my thing, attack me for 5. This is kind of like the perfect draw for my opponent. Like, they could have had a thing to interact with Jace, but I don't think they even need it. Plus, they like don't really have the mana to actually use it anyway, and it's not a big deal. Brutality. Well, we're looting. Did they just all modes? Well, we did it. We did our thing. We put Obsidian into play, and we're still losing. Handedly. Concession.